Hello and welcome to Business Connections, a program produced by the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm Holly Allen, Director of Marketing and Communications for the Chamber. Well, if you've been on social media at all, we hope that you have seen the latest project the Chamber completed. It's a series of videos called Hello Dayton. That's what we're talking about today. We released it in early August. We've had a fantastic response, and we're going to talk about it today. But before we do, I want you to take a look. Hello, Dayton. Welcome home. The Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce is proud to show you our rich and diverse community. There's a place for you at our table. There's a home for every family and lifestyle, from urban living in the heart of downtown Dayton to picturesque suburbs and rolling farmlands in outlying counties. And it's affordable. In 2016, median home prices in the Dayton region ranged between $120,000 and $135,000. Living downtown puts you at the center of everything, which is why more than 2,000 people call downtown Dayton home. Most complexes have an occupancy rate of 92%. Livability.com ranked Ohio as the second most affordable place to live. According to the Council for Community and Economic Research, you'll spend about 8% less on combined living expenses in the Dayton region than the average American. You and your family can expect high-quality health care at a reasonable cost in the Dayton region, with qualified professionals and specialists at more than 24 hospitals across the region. Miami Valley Hospital is the region's only Level 1 trauma center and home to CareFlight. Kettering Health Network offers specialized care for cancer, cardiovascular disease, sports injuries, and maternity needs. The tiniest of residents are in good hands at Dayton Children's Hospital, one of only 45 independent children's hospitals in the country, and the only one in the region dedicated to children. Nearly 24 public and private universities, community colleges, and technical centers in the greater Dayton region help meet the workforce demand of the area's growing industries. Wright State University serves 18,000 students through 230 undergraduate, graduate, doctoral, and professional degree programs. The University of Dayton is Ohio's largest private university, distinguished by its academics, research, and community involvement. Meanwhile, Sinclair Community College's National UAS Training and Certification Center has the nation's first permanent, custom-built drone flying facility. Parents of young children can send their kids to more than 20 5-star rated preschools in Montgomery County alone. And the Dayton Regional STEM School is developing talent in science, technology, engineering, and math so graduates can compete in a global economy. Or head to Stivers School for the Arts, where in addition to academics, students' imaginations are set free in dance, music, theater, and visual arts. School districts like Oakwood, Centerville, and Springboro consistently rank in the top 100 Ohio schools by U.S. News & World Report. Your student will be college or career ready by the time they earn their diploma. Opportunity in motion with the Crossroads of America at I-70 and I-75, within 600 miles of 53% of the U.S. population. Whether it's business or pleasure, taking off from the Dayton International Airport is a breeze. Flights reach more than half of the country's population in just 90 minutes. Home to Ohio's greenest fleet, the Dayton Regional Transit Authority serves 3,300 stops on 31 routes throughout the region. Share the road with Downtown Dayton's Bike Share program. Cyclists can pick up bikes at more than 20 stops throughout downtown. Those bike-friendly streets connect to the Great Miami River Recreation Trail. This 75-mile route hugs the Great Miami River and provides a unique opportunity to visit historic downtowns, museums, and natural parkland. Take a break from the bike trail to kayak, fish, or sunbathe along the region's 5 major rivers. The Riverscape River Run project opens a 7-mile paddle from Eastwood Metro Park on the Mad River to the Great Miami River downtown, ending near Carillon Park. 5 Rivers Metro Parks manages and protects nearly 16,000 acres of forests, grasslands, farmlands, and wetlands. If you have a need for speed, get your heart racing at Eldora or Killcare Raceways. Take in America's pastime with the Dayton Dragons, the Midwest League affiliate to the Cincinnati Reds. It's one of the region's most popular attractions, and the team is still the all-time record holder for consecutive sold-out games. There's something for everyone in the dazzling productions by the Dayton Ballet, Dayton Philharmonic, and Dayton Opera. And the world-renowned Dayton Contemporary Dance Company continues to reach broad audiences through diverse performances since its founding in 1968. The Schuster Center, Victoria Theater, and the Loft Theater host hundreds of performances from touring Broadway productions, comedians, and films. A vibrant art scene can be found throughout the region. It's present in the Dayton Art Institute, the Dayton Visual Arts Center, and sidewalk festivals across many towns. And the region is the perfect place to quench your thirst for craft beer. It boasts more breweries of any major metropolitans in Ohio per capita. History buffs will especially enjoy Carillon Brewing Company, the nation's only production brewery found inside a museum. The region showcases its proud history, not only as the birthplace of aviation, but also as a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship, through interactive exhibits at Dayton History, America's Packard Museum, and Boonshock Museum of Discovery. Really, the sky's the limit for aviation and space buffs at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force and the annual Vectron Dayton Air Show. As you can see, the Dayton region has a lot to offer, and the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce is glad you've come home. Be sure to check our website, DaytonChamber.org, for more information. And special thanks to our sponsor, Dayton Power and Light. Okay, well, that is the video, the first video that we released, and I want to introduce you to the mastermind behind it all. This is Jessica Wagner. She's my colleague at the Chamber, and Jessica put it all together. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. It took a village, though, so I can't take all the credit from other Chamber staff members, your team, and our business members in the community. So
she's so kind, but really, she did most of the work. Jessica actually has a background in TV. We worked together at Channel 2, so that's the history there. She knew what she was doing. The video we just showed you was the first in a series. It was really the mother of all the videos. Mm-hmm. It's about 6 minutes, and then we broke it up. Can you tell me about how this came about, Jessica? Why did the Chamber want to do something like this?
Yeah, well, the Chamber has always played a role in relocation and attraction services. And so the Chamber, we used to hold more frequently these kind of morning breakfast welcomes to new CEOs or new employees. It got a little cumbersome because our members are constantly hiring, and how do you coordinate and schedule those meetings or welcomes in person? So we thought, what's a better way to get that message across? Let's do a video. And so that's really where it started, and we thought, what can we do that showcases all the great things we have to offer, both kind of as an attraction and recreation that you saw in the video, mm-hmm. but also some information for families about the education and housing and healthcare.
I think it highlighted a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot to squeeze in 6 minutes. We did our best.
Were you surprised at all that it was so hard to fit all these great things into 6 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the education and healthcare pieces. There are so many great schools that we have regionally, not just focused in Dayton or Montgomery County. And then there's so many healthcare options for families. So we tried to highlight as many as we can, knowing we didn't hit them all, but we hope if you're new to the community, we really gave you a good taste of what we have to offer here.
Mm-hmm. So how did you decide, like I said, the video that we just saw had all of those little mini topics within it: transportation, healthcare, education. How did you decide overall which topics to cover in the videos?
Well, it was tough, but we tried to think about if you were a new employee, let's say you just got hired at Miami Valley Hospital, or you're a spouse and your significant other was just hired here, and you've got the kids, you got to bring them in. What would that person want to know? So you want to know what are the great schools here for kids? What's the housing like? Is it really expensive here? Are there some affordable options? Maybe I'm more of an urban lifestyle, or maybe I'm more like the suburbs or kind of out in the farmland. So we tried to think about what would they want to know for themselves and also for their families, that they can make a really good life mm-hmm. here.
Right, so this wasn't just a sales job for Dayton. I think it does that very well, but it also includes a lot of really good information if you're someone who's seriously looking at moving to the Dayton region, or if you're new here and you want to just ingrain yourself in the community.
Absolutely, yeah. We wanted to include the sort of attraction pieces like the Dayton Dragons and our metro parks and National Museum of the U.S. Air Force, of course, but mm-hmm. also some of that hard information that as a chamber we publish to our members, and we thought we might as well include it in this video as well.
Absolutely. You talked a little bit about how this was a team effort, not just with the Chamber though. A lot of these different organizations that are featured in the video were involved in some way. You made a ton of phone calls to bring this together. Can you talk about that collaboration?
Yeah, so all of the video that you see in there was provided by either some of our members or our community partners and resource partners. And once I explained the purpose of the video, they were completely on board. And I think that's one of the reasons that makes our community so great is everyone's willing to work together and realize that this is important if we really want to keep folks my age, the millennial generation here, but also attract new folks to the gem of a city that we have.
Absolutely. And those partners, they played a really big hand in the launch as well. I talked about we launched it in August on mostly social media, Facebook, and those partners came through and shared. So, if some of you saw it on Facebook, you may not have seen it from even our account. A lot of these partners shared on their own sites. So,
yeah, once they provided the video and the video was done, I went back and called all those folks who provided that video and said, we want you to be part of a launch because this is the community's video, right? It's not just the Chamber. We're sort of the driver of it, but we want it to be really useful for our members and the community as well. And they jumped on board and really helped us have a successful launch.
Have you heard from, especially member businesses and then those community partners, what do they want to use this video for?
Yeah, so specifically we heard from Wright State University and University of Dayton just as two examples where they wanted to use the video, embed the video in their website for their nursing and law school programs respectively, to attract more of those folks coming in because they don't need just folks from Dayton, they want to bring them from outside the state across the country. So those were two. We've also heard from Montgomery County. They're really interested in the video, so it certainly has wide-ranging uses.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of it. That's
we
for
are,
sure.
Yeah.
Who can use the video?
Anyone, really. So I've seen people just Daytonians like myself and like you who just want to share it to their personal friends and family, but also businesses too. So we've seen, Rapid Aerial Imaging use some of the drone footage in there, and they've shared it on their page too. So it's the folks mentioned in that video, like Miami Valley Hospital and Kettering Health Network, but also maybe other businesses that weren't mentioned, but just really appreciate the message.
Absolutely. And this is not over yet. We talked about the launch in August. Can you tell us what the plan is going forward?
Yeah, so each of those segments, and this is where your team takes some credit, we divided those segments, and so every couple of weeks we're going to launch new segments, so like education and healthcare and recreation. So we want to really keep this conversation going through the end of the year, and then I think closer to the end of the year we'll relaunch the full-length video. So we want to make sure that everyone possible has seen it. So at some point you should come across it.
Absolutely. Hopefully you will see it somewhere out there on the internet. The beauty of those short videos is that, if you don't want to share the full 6 minutes or you have a specific one of those individual topics that you would like to share, each of those small videos is 30 seconds or less, I would say. So they're very shareable, very useful if you're looking for something specific to Dayton.
Yeah, we want it to be kind of a bite-sized portion of the video. So for example, the Metro Parks could use it on their website that just kind of focuses on the Metro Parks, or you saw Dayton Dragons mentioned in there. So so really we want it to be sort of a versatile video for everyone.
Absolutely. We also want to mention Indigo Life Media. That was the Chamber member business who put the whole thing together. You gathered all the video and wrote it and put this whole thing together, and then they
put it together, added the infographics, and again, we mentioned them in the video, but thanks to Dayton Power and Light, because without their support, we wouldn't even have this project.
Absolutely. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, just please find it, share it on your social media pages, and send it to your friends and family too.
Yeah, if you have maybe some family members who don't live around here, send it to them and say, hey, look at the great things going on in Dayton.
Come on and visit. Maybe consider bringing the family here too.
House while you're here. Well, thank you, Jessica Wagner. I don't think I ever said your title. She's manager of economic and workforce development at the Chamber. Thank you for your hard work.
Of course.
We're really proud of this video. If you would like to watch the Hello Dayton videos, those smaller versions, or see the one that we showed here again, you can go to the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce's YouTube channel or Facebook page and Twitter. They are posted there. You are more than welcome to share. If you would like to embed them on your website, give us a call at the Chamber. We'll have that discussion. We're more than willing to share. That's what it's for. It's for the community. Don't forget, on social media, that's also where you can keep up to date on all the things going on at the Chamber and how we're supporting the business community here in the Dayton region. I am Holly Allen, Director of Marketing and Communications for the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for being with us today, and stay tuned for a message from our President and CEO, Phil Parker.
Today's program highlighted a newly developed workforce development aid of the Chambers that can enhance the recruitment, retention, and orientation of new employees in our community. Organizations like ours understand how important it is for our area companies to attract and keep talent. The American worker still is the best tool for any company's growth and success. However, we've all heard of the challenges employers face in recruiting the right employees with the right talents. We must be able to use every tool we can to get them and keep them, and along the way encourage them to develop local roots and community ties. Our new Hello Dayton video is just that, another purposeful tool employers can use, and it's free to everyone to use. We hope employers will make use of it. Parents can use it to attract their children back to our community, and everyone will make use of it as a workforce development and community development feel-good tool. Go to our Chamber's website or call us so we can help share this new video production with you, your family, or your employer. This may not be the only answer to our dilemma of finding all the qualified workforce we need in our region, but it is another tool in our toolbox that we and our members have created for our community.